Hello and welcome to HawkTalk. It's my Hawks Geek Culture podcast where we talk about geek stuff, nerdy stuff, and all sorts of awesome. My name is Danny Shepard, and joining me as always is my lovable band of goons, starting with Noel Shefflin.
What's poppin', y'all? Let's get to who it is. I am me.
And Jeremy Lee.
Tony Smith? That young.
And finally, Tony Smith.
Whose man's is this?
You were a little too enthusiastic, so I thought.
Oh, that's great. That's how you reward your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Next time,
take
I
it
won't
down
be
a peg,
enthusiastic, and I'll take it out on this table.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Before we actually get the show started, we kind of all wanted to just take a moment. I'm sure many of you domestic listeners and viewers have heard about like what had happened in Las Vegas. The Las Vegas massacre. If you're overseas and you haven't heard, there was quite a heartbreaking incident that took place. A armed gunman basically
Slaughtered over 50 people.
Over 50 people, put 500 in the hospital. It was at the what was the
58 people killed.
Route 91 Country Fest.
Yeah.
one of the biggest country music festivals. So
22,000, I think, were in attendance.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot.
At least that's what
It's
it was
big.
expected.
Mm-hmm. For someone that listens to country music, I actually plan on going to that.
We had a couple people that work with us.
Me and Chris are currently in moving section right now, so we were like, we should probably just like pump back all the. Yeah, so that became a kind of a blessing in disguise, I suppose.
if you were there, I don't know how we would have been able to have handled that, man. Like we knew people at that event.
We all know people at that event.
A good friend was at that event.
Yeah,
very good friend was at that event. My friend's dad was right in the middle of it. Saw it go down, was right there.
I would like to tip my hat to that, good sir, and I'd like to buy him a 6-pack of beer or whatever his poison is, so he can sleep.
Yeah, I was. I was with T-Mobile. I recently switched to AT&T, and I had to go to the AT&T store to mess with some account information stuff, and very annoying, especially today of all days. Walked into the AT&T store, and a girl walks in with her mother, and they are noticeably, what's the best way to put this? Yeah. Distraught, stressed, upset, irritated, inconsolable. And they just want something as simple as a SIM card to put the mother's or the daughter's number in the girl's phone. And the reason why was the girl had her belongings confiscated because she was working at the Mandalay Bay when the incident occurred. And during their interaction, I was getting some stuff taken care of, and they got into an argument. Very audible. There was only 4 people in the store. Those 2, me and the clerk who was helping us, and the mom was like, well, blah, 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 just do this. And the girl was like, she basically told her daughter to calm down, and the girl freaked out and said, I would, don't tell me to calm down. If you saw a bunch of people getting murdered, you wouldn't be calm right now. And then stormed out of the store. And I just kind of ducked my head down and was just like,
well, that's
heartbreaking,
yeah,
man.
my heart's been
Heavy.
In pain all day.
Yep. It's been heavy on my mind and my heart.
It's one of those days, it's like there's kind of a bit of a fog, in just mentally. It's like you don't really know how to react. It's like, well, do I do my normal thing today? What do I do? What do you? Yeah.
How am I supposed to react to this? This literally happened 15 minutes away from us.
Yeah. What do you do? Who do you call? What do you say? We have people that are very capable, and I want to give a shout out to LVMPD. You guys freaking killed it. It was one of the fastest response times in the history of American incidents of terrorism, it was one of the fastest response times. And to all that have been affected within Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department and those who have saved lives and every other volunteer,
first responders,
you guys are incredible people. You guys have killed it. I have friends that are a part of that police department. You guys, I love you guys. Thank God you're okay, and thank you for your service. You guys do an incredible job.
Everybody thinks that this will never happen to them, and then when it happens in your area, it's like, it's crazy. It's fucking heartbreaking.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like everything changes from here on out. You know, you're never gonna. I'm never gonna pass Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay was my first big boy job. I like to say, I know all of the front services people there.
Yeah.
You know, I
Chrissy
know
and
that
Serena still work there.
I know the people that work there. Yeah, like I like contacted all the bell department there. I contacted the front desk. I contacted concierge because I know those people. Those people, when I was a freshman in college, that's where I worked, and until I was almost a junior in college. So those people are very close to me. They introduced me to like their workforce in Vegas. So none of them were hurt, thank God. You know, I think all of us here at this table are lucky to say that we haven't really lost anybody or any friends or family. So, I mean,
we know people who.
We're just extremely lucky. And
in our backyard.
Yeah.
In our backyard, the worst massacre in recent American history is right 15 minutes away from my house. Yeah.
Life is precious, guys. Love you.
Yeah. Love you guys. To everybody who's
people at the table. Mm-hmm. Love your hold your loved ones tight. There we go. Hold them close.
Always. Every day. And some days suck. Some days are great. Some days are weird. There are so many weird days that I have, but there's, something that I always do. I always make sure that I'm the last one to sleep in my house. I think for several reasons. Probably one, because I'm the man of the house. But secondly, because I like to make sure that the people that have fallen asleep before me heard me say that I love you before they go to sleep. And I get to look at them sleep. Because honestly, guys, like, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I don't want to get too dark, but you don't. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You have your plans of what's going to happen tomorrow, like what you need to get done, right? Everybody does, but you don't know. You don't know when you're going to get to see those people again. So make every single minute count if you can. Everybody gets caught up. And I just told the guys that, like, it's weird because we get so caught up in all these things. We're filmmakers, so we have a lot to get done, right? And I have a family and I have a full-time job, but you guys have to enjoy yourselves. You have to enjoy the people that are around you. There are great things happening. You just have to notice them.
To everyone out there who's been, checking in on us on social media, trying to make sure that we're okay, sending your wishes, telling us that you guys love us and all that stuff. Like, we feel the same about you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for all the support you've given the city and us. I mean, again, thank goodness none of us were super directly impacted by this, but
we feel it.
This is the whole city has felt it.
And man,
just being out and about today, just seeing how people are acting, like, it's different.
It is.
Things are different now.
Let me
things
just
have
say
changed.
though, like, dude, like the reaction that we've gotten. Carissa has been trying to donate blood, and guys, there are so many people donating. You can't.
Lines are like 8-9 hours long.
Like that, guys. We have double digits of donation centers in this city, and you can't get in with less than a 3-hour wait right now.
We're small. This is if you've never been to Las Vegas, it's not a big city.
It's spread out, but it's not big.
It's
big. Not even that spread out, dude. Compared to like Los Angeles, San Francisco,
Yeah.
This place is freaking tiny. We know everyone
Everyone knows someone here.
Yeah, you're separated by. If there's a person walking across the street from you, you're separated from 1 degree. You know, like everybody knows each other somehow.
Yep.
And when this kind of event happens, we got each other's backs, and we appreciate everybody out there who's I don't know. I'm just Ange woke up this morning and was just completely wrecked. Like she's just been feeling terrible about the whole thing, and just inconsolable this morning about it, and it's freaking heartbreaking, man. So love each other, take care of one another, and don't let this scare you into not living your life, because that's what these terrorists want.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what this was. It was a terrorist attack. It was an attack from someone who wanted to cause fear, who wanted to cause pain. And don't let that affect you, because that's how this person wins. So anyway, any final things anybody wants to say on the subject, Jeremy?
No.
I'm good. Yeah, I just want to spread the good word to you guys. You know, you guys are wonderful people. Always remember that. However dark and weary things get, remember that. At least the boys here at Ismahawk, we love you. We want to be a part of your lives. So you remember that. Mm-hmm. Don't ever let the darkness win. Yeah. And keep fighting.
We love you guys. We're gonna try to pivot this show to something more positive. Away from this, so we just wanted to address that. And let's jump right into it. What did we want to talk about again? Because
what we classify as a good comedy movie.
What do we classify as a great
That's
comedy.
Great. Yes,
a great comedy movie.
Favorite comedy movie is like something different.
My favorite comedy is
it's a different kind of comedy.
Let's first establish what our favorite comedy movie is. Yours is Superbad.
Superbad. I love
choice,
Superbad.
Dude. Why do you like Superbad so much? Kind of explain like why it means so much to you.
So Superbad came out in 2008, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school in 2008 with Noel.
Mm-hmm. That's an important movie for you guys, man. That's a really important movie.
It came out at just the right time.
Yeah.
When it was sort of that coming of age. And it was a coming of age story for those characters. And I felt like I could kind of, obviously that was like the most ridiculous, dramatized
right.
high school experience one could have. But I felt like I could relate to the feeling of like,
because the characters were real.
Break yourself, fool.
Well, you could relate to these, and like I was a nerdy kid.
Totally.
So I feel like I can relate to these couple of nerds who are like, yeah, dude, I would love.
We're nerds trying to be cool.
Nerds trying to be cool, trying to fit in, trying to figure out girls, trying to like go to parties and figure it out,
making it get alcohol, dude. Oh my god,
trying to get alcohol.
Oh my god, you guys! For those of you who are underage, do not do that.
Yeah,
but we don't condone it.
We do not condone.
Don't condone it. Specifically, don't drink and drive.
Don't.
Seriously,
and honestly, guys, you're not even gonna really honestly appreciate beer until you're like 25. Me and Danny didn't start drinking beer. I mean, Jeremy has one every once in a while, but me and Danny are really the beer. I'm more of a beer drinker than anybody at this table, but I didn't.
I drink beer. I prefer my classy Rogue Hazelnut Brown Nectar with.
So craft beer, basically.
Oh yeah,
it's $5 a bottle craft beer.
Yeah, the bougie shit.
Yeah, that boozy shit. So I didn't understand the quality of good beer until I was like 24, 25. And understand that. Like you're going to be teenagers, you're going to have fun. You better be safe.
Dude, Natty Ice.
Oh, Jesus.
Natty Ice, Keystone, Bud Light.
Yeah, you ever Coors Light.
Coors Light, the crap that you're drinking at parties when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's great. You want to know why everybody's...
PBR is pretty good. I actually
love PBR.
Yeah, I actually like PBR.
I love PBR.
PBR is the only one of those, only one of that tier that I'm like, no, actually.
What's the highest alcohol content for the cheapest pack?
I guess it's not a terrible lager.
It's
not.
Lager, right? It's a lager. Yeah, it's a German beer. And guys,
Stella is probably my favorite lager.
German beer.
Stella.
You should have just yelled as loud as you possibly could.
Yeah, it's your
You never
house,
s-
man. You can yell if you want to.
Angie's
Yell if you
upstairs
want.
You
streaming.
can yell if you want to.
It's from the hit film.
Dude, I know what it's from. It's from West Side Story.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Sure, we'll go with that.
Not from that.
It's called Street Trash.
But the only
Name
thing I was
Desire.
gonna say.
Straight
Only
trash
thing I was
name
gonna say is
desire.
that getting alcohol when you were
Me.
underage was absolutely impossible, unless you had a cousin.
As it should be.
And honestly,
Yeah, what are you talking
why
about?
was the cousin? Why
was alcohol so hard to obtain before you were 21?
And good.
As it
Good
should
job,
be.
America. Good job, America. High five.
This episode's taking a turn.
But I mean, it's like you're always gonna like the cousin that could actually, or the cousin of the brother or sister that could actually get you alcohol was always a dick about it, like a total ass. You're just like, come on, man.
I don't know,
Come
man.
on.
You started drinking way before me. I was pretty much an adult.
Yeah, you were like 19, right?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, dude. We got someday when for all
Maybe
of you,
we'll tell those stories.
Yeah,
one of these.
so someday when all of you folks are a little bit older and you guys want to actually come to a meetup, one of our conventions or whatever, and we see you, just ask the first time I ever like met Danny at a party. I'll tell you that story. You
That's
owe me a
not
beer
cool,
though.
man.
Okay.
You owe me a beer. I owe me
a
I won't
beer.
embarrass you. I won't embarrass you. It wasn't
That
embarrassing.
story in general is incredibly embarrassing.
I'll tell him dude, I have way more embarrassing stories than that. That's like
That's
your most
true.
embarrassing story.
No, that's
That's
true.
true.
That's true. That's fair.
That's true.
I'll tell you one of my just to kind of equal it out.
Tony is the only one at this table who has seen me belligerently just kind of messed up. He's the only one who's seen it. And I'd like to keep it that way.
Don't do that, guys.
That's
never a
the
good
treat
time.
for you guys. If you guys can find us in real life, ask for a story.
Oh, yeah, dude. We'll tell you
you have
some
to be over
crazy
21.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Sabra, ask Heather, ask Rosie, ask Justin. We'll tell you some crazy ass stories in real life. On the podcast, no, we try to keep it PG-13.
Keyword try.
Ish.
Keyword
We try. I mean, we try. I mean, it's,
try.
It's you know.
So, Tony, what is your favorite comedy?
Oh my god.
The Godfather?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's right.
I don't know, man. That's tricky. That's really for me. It's like
Little Nicky.
no.
Little Nicky's great.
No, like
Don't talk crap about Little
I
Nicky.
love Little Nicky.
Little Nicky's a lot of fun.
No, I understand that it's a terrible movie, but I love it, and I will watch it anytime.
Dude,
Peppermint schnapps.
the devil or the
Popeye's chickens, the
Death,
cheese knit.
Death has boobs on his head.
That is true.
And he wears a bra.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
I don't
It's
know where
excellent.
that writing went. Just
It's quality
Left- yeah,
cinema
left
right
field.
there.
Just right
And
away.
Henry Winkler, amazing.
Henry Winkler is excellent in everything he does. God bless you, Henry.
Henry Winkler.
You're a
Dude,
national
the
treasure.
Fonz, bro. The Fonz, bro.
What have I done? What have we done?
Hey, dude, I love the Fonz, man.
Like hits the jukebox and it turns on. It's great. It's great. It's quality. That guy's the guy who Richie Cunningham is directing new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Good job,
yeah.
Richie Cunningham. You're really
good job,
raising up
Richie.
in the world.
Cunningham?
Okay.
Cunningham.
Oh, okay, got it.
So
Anchorman.
it's got to be. See,
It's got to be, right?
Talladega
dude,
Nights.
I don't know, man. It's got to be a Will Ferrell movie, guys. I can freaking recite
Semi-pro.
Step Brothers.
It
Step
has-
Brothers is gold,
I
dude.
feel
Yeah,
like it's either
Step Brothers
Step
is
Brothers or
really
Anchorman.
good.
I hear you quote Anchorman more, but I feel
I
like
mean,
you'd like
Anchorman is
Step-
by far the most quotable movie.
But I feel like you like Step Brothers more as a comedic film.
I don't know, man. I really love Superbad too, though. Superbad.
Yeah?
Like
Superbad
it's so
is a
funny
good
that you're
Judd
like,
Apatow comedies are.
Oh, yeah.
they're very like what he did 40-Year-Old Virgin too, right?
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin.
Dude, that part
Did
where
he do 50-50?
No.
No, but Seth
was-
Rogen did help produce that, so
Okay.
he may have gotten some kind of direction from Judd
Yeah.
Apatow.
You
never
quote
know.
"This is the end" on a daily basis.
Yeah, I love This Is the End too.
That
Anything,
movie is amazing.
I
dude.
That
love
movie
that
is,
movie.
Like, to me, that movie is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that movie, in my opinion.
It's a
that movie
perfect
is
comedy.
The perfect film.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Dude, 40-Year-Old Virgin is up there.
10%.
That's new.
Dude, Anchorman is like, oh, Talladega Nights is so ridiculous. And by the way, I'll have you know,
Talladega Nights is too ridiculous.
dude, I'll have you know that the two kids that play in that movie, every single time they're on camera, I was pissing myself laughing every single time. Every time, dude. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, dude. I love that movie.
So what makes you love a Will Ferrell movie?
Will Ferrell has this way of integrating his dialogue to come off as perfect shock value. Perfect in the sense of it being perfectly delivered.
Like it feels natural.
It feels natural.
Don't one of you dislike Will Ferrell very much?
Oh yeah, dude. Noel hates it.
Notoriously dislikes Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well,
quote.
do you see value in his movies though?
Okay, I love Will Ferrell as a comedic person.
Okay.
He's brilliant. Most of the time I don't enjoy his movies.
Okay. Interesting.
Dude, the thing is half of Will Ferrell's movies are just brilliant quality gold. And the other half is like, this feels like a cash grab. Some of it is great. Like Anchorman, fantastic. Step Brothers, very good.
We have John C. Reilly as his
Talladega Nights, pretty
supporting.
good.
Yes.
Oh, so anything with John C. Reilly in it
Is very
is solid.
good.
Did you guys ever
by the
see,
way, John C. Reilly is amazing.
He's
in
hilarious.
anything he does.
Oh no, he's
Hilarious.
an incredible actor too.
Including his voice
He
acting.
got nominated for a Tony, didn't
Yeah.
he? He got nominated for a Tony for Chicago and got nominated for an Academy Award for that.
Shocker.
He's
amazing.
I don't know about that because
Maybe
you
not
have
an
to be
Academy
on
Award.
Broadway or like stage to get nominated for a Tony. Chicago. So if he went on tour with that
I
show,
don't know if it was a Tony then, but I know he got nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah,
I know he
believe
did.
that
That's
for sure.
crazy. John C. Reilly.
Right?
What was that? What was that? It was the Johnny Cash movie.
Oh,
Walk
dude,
the Line?
Walk Hard.
You Walk Hard.
Walk Hard.
Have you guys seen Walk
No,
Hard?
and I'm not going to.
No.
Dude, it's so
I have no desire to watch
I
that
know
movie.
what movie to talk about. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips from it.
Dude, it was pretty solid.
Walk Hard.
I remember
I never
seeing the poster for that when it was first coming out. I'm like, I will never watch that.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. What were we talking about?
Favorite comedy. So,
Will Ferrell, specifically, why you liked it.
It's got to be shit. I don't know.
Bad Talladega Nights.
I really like Adam Sandler movies too, man.
Yeah.
I like classic. Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
like
movies
Wedding
a lot,
Singer,
quite a bit.
dude. Watch that the other day, man. I love the Wedding Singer, man.
Dude, Wedding Singer is dope.
Dude, so good. And you actually get to see Adam Sandler like sing and play music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Dude, Wedding Singer's dope.
Okay. And Drew Barrymore, dude. With that short haircut with the bob, dude.
That's the thing. Drew Barrymore, Drew Mary less. You know what I mean?
Hey, dude, that's as Samuel L. Jackson once said, that is a tasty burger.
Okay.
That's all I'll say about that. But I don't know.
What,
I
Big
don't know
Kahuna
what my
Burger
favorite
or
comedy
Drew
is.
Barrymore?
What?
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Got it.
Need more time to think?
No, I don't know.
Is
I
it The Wedding Singer?
Oh man, I just gonna go with. Okay, it's 2.
Billy Madison.
Nope.
Happy
Anchorman.
Gilmore. Okay.
Super bad.
Anchorman and Superbad?
No. Anchor. Yeah.
Not This Is
Anchorman.
the End? Not
This Is the End is great. It's
and not Step Brothers?
they lost. It was it's sensational. Like when you go into it knowing that
What
this
it
is
is.
not real, right? Like this is their little universe. Whereas like Anchorman is an actual like basing it off of like 70s and like
I see
what they're doing
see
is
what
they're
you're saying.
insinuating that this person was actually real.
Yeah.
And they were that stupid.
Yeah.
And that's
Fair enough.
Even
get you.
better.
It's like I get you.
satire.
Can I jump in on the whole?
Jump.
All right. So my thing about Step Brothers is that I watched that movie, and the first time I watched it, I didn't think it was funny at all. I didn't think it was funny. And the moment that I actually was like, all right, you got me, I'm in, was actually at the very end of the movie. It was John C. Reilly jumping out of the helicopter and punching the little girl right in the face.
Jeez.
And I was just like, we were walking out of the theater because it was like mid-credit scene, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's not over. So I like stop on the, I'm like walking down the stairs of the theater, and I stop and I'm watching, and you see John C. Reilly says his one-liner, then punches this girl in the face, and then proceeds to beat the crap out of these children. And I was like, I fell to the ground. I was laughing so hard at how unexpected that was. I did not see it coming, and I was dying.
Whoa.
Of laughter.
Dude.
I was literally like stopped on the stairs and was like crying. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
That's when I was like,
Wow.
Step Brothers, you have won my respect. I watched it again, and I really liked the movie overall after the second time I watched it, but like the first time I watched it, didn't like it.
You know
Step
what movie
Brothers.
was hilarious the first time I saw it, other than Step Brothers? The same year, Pineapple Express. That movie
was super funny, dude.
I thought it was.
dude,
Judd Apatow?
I think that was Seth Rogen
that was
and Evan Goldberg. I think
Seth
it's
Rogen and
Goldberg.
Evan Goldberg.
Evan
That
Goldberg?
was like their first big project together. They're now actually on Preacher, which is an incredible show, and you should watch it.
wow.
Sorry, rewind. What?
Yeah, Preacher
Evan Goldberg and Seth Rogen
or on
are-
Preacher. Yes.
That just didn't make sense for a sec.
They
That
finished.
didn't-
They just finished their second season, and it is a great show.
Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg.
Yeah.
The guys who made Superbad?
Yes,
Well, how
Wait,
about
are
that?
they in the show or
No,
are they
they-
producing?
they're
Producing.
producing and
They're-
and directing.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
That's
Dude,
unexpected.
it is
That
a-
show's
Wow.
pretty dark.
It is a cool ass show, guys. Heads up, watch it.
I'll check it
Yeah.
out.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple dude,
the
and like
walls.
there were times where I could not breathe. I could not, like that time where they're in the car. He's like, oh dude, there's stuff all over the window. It's busted out, and he kicks it, and it gets his leg stuck. Dude, I could not breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I could not breathe,
My
dude.
kick ass.
That was a funny movie, dude.
That was a
Movie's
great
so
movie.
ridiculous.
His
Yeah.
leg is stuck.
He got
in the
stuck.
window
He's like,
as
oh, dude, it's stuck. You like stupid idiot.
Dude, what is
James Franco. That
How's this
that
cocaine
movie.
smell?
Perfect.
What about you, Noel?
Favorite comedies? I have two favorite comedies. One of them is a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer.
Dope.
That movie is the humor is so clever and aware of itself, but not in an overbearing, not in like this is the end or Will Ferrell kind of way, but it just knows that it's a comedy / mystery whodunit, and it just plays with that genre so well.
That's
Like
dope.
there's narration, and like he like messes up the narration sometimes, and like the film will stop, and he's like, "Wait, let me go back. I messed up the story." And then like it's just really funny. It knows what it is. And Robert Downey Jr. His comedy is just so good in that movie.
That was him on the rise. That was him
Yep, that was
right
right before Iron Man.
right before Iron
that
Man.
was his rise. Yeah,
That was, I think, was that the movie he did right before Iron Man? There might have been
right
one
before
more.
Iron Man.
It was right before.
Was right before it?
my
That was it?
from my memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was something I was not interested in, but again, I was kind of stupid when I was younger.
I used to work at a Hollywood Video. I remember seeing it, but never actually watching it.
it was pretty silly. Then my other favorite comedy and I know Danny loves this movie, and I was actually surprised he didn't say this, is Friday.
Friday. I love that movie.
Friday.
I love Friday so much, dude.
I thought you were gonna say Seven Psychopaths.
That's a good one
I
too.
don't give a fuck.
Dude, Friday has so much heart, and it tells a really good story about
Yeah.
these characters, but it's so funny, like the
So
circumstances.
dumb.
Dude, it's
So good. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is good.
So
yeah.
good.
Next Friday is actually, in my opinion, my favorite.
next Friday.
Yeah, next
That's
Friday.
fair. Do you like Mike Epps?
I do like Mike Epps. He has this weird way of being like the straight man out of the group, where he's like, "What the hell?" Like he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's kind of like the Jason Bateman of that world.
Okay.
He really is.
Interesting.
Did I ever?
very specific.
Did I ever tell my Spanish class story on this show?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you
But you
have.
could say
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Is one of your better moments.
Whatever. It's
Way
it's
better
It's one of
moment.
my most degenerate moments. I was always kind of a nerd and a good kid in school, and so
He was
I had
part of
just-
the morning announcements.
Yeah, I had just seen Friday. I was in a Spanish class, and the teacher was just belligerent. She was super mean, and everyone in the
remember her.
class
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah, she wasn't very nice. She actually got let go that year, which is, as an adult, I see that as being quite sad. But as a teenager, I was quite happy about it. But
Yeah, she was. She
teacher
was a
just
nightmare.
used to send everybody to the dean's office for no reason. For no reason. Just if they weren't like an excellent student, she sent them to the dean's office. And then one time she told me to sit in the corner for some reason? And I said, okay. And I was like sarcastic about it. And she was like, I'm going to call your mother. And I said, I don't give a fuck. Because I was trying to, I just seen
Don't do that.
Friday. Yeah. I got in so much trouble for that. That was,
It was a fun mistake to make, wasn't it?
oh, I don't regret it. Not even for 1 second. You know why? Because I'm 27 years old. It's been 11 years and I'm still talking about it.
It's still funny.
It's one of my better stories.
It was obviously worth it. It obviously
Worth
was.
it.
Let me work it.
From a thing down, flip it and reverse it.
And words of the book of yeah.
Not even stuff anymore.
So, what is your favorite comedic film, sir?
Mr.
Or like
Man.
a couple favorite.
That's
I'd pick like.
there's like favorite classic comedy movies, and then favorite like modern, like Will Ferrell type and Adam Sandler, or at least in our generation, modern.
Right.
Dude, Monty Python, fucking hilarious, especially Holy Grail, and they're just skits in general. They're meta skit.
I didn't even think about
Yeah,
classic,
Monty
dude.
Python's skit with the whole meta thing, them reading the meta script and then talking to each other. So meta. And if you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's so
Oh
meta.
man, I didn't even think about. Dude, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, dude.
Is that Monty Python?
No,
that's
it's Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mel,
Young-
that
well,
is-
Mel Brooks, Monty Python, like that whole
Yeah, that Young Frankenstein's awesome.
dude,
Dude.
Young Frankenstein is hilarious.
dude, that.
My such big
Frankenstein.
knockers you have.
Oh, thank you, doctor.
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Dude,
so good, dude.
hilarious.
He goes. Oh, Igor. No, it's pronounced Igor.
Dude, also
Oh, they told me it's Igor. He's like, oh, they're wrong, aren't they? They're like, what?
He's like, so what's going on with that hump? And he's like, what hump?
He's like, what
And
hump?
wasn't that hump on the
He's-
other side?
It's like,
What hump?
and then he like looks at the camera, he smiles. He's like, oh my god, this is incredible. Oh, so good.
what was that one scene? It was my Monty Python scene, but like you see the knight running off in the distance and they're standing by the gate, like the guards at the gate, and they're just chewing their tobacco or chewing their food or whatever, and they see someone way from the distance running towards them. Cut back to them.
They
They're
cut.
just waiting. Cut back to the guy still running forward.
Yeah, dude.
Cut back to him, and that's like guy just
He's
came out and
like
stabs
right
him out
there,
of
dude.
nowhere. It's like, what the heck?
The continuity
That was
is
so
just super off.
unexpected. I'm like, whoa.
Like the guys are like still under the impression that he's
Yeah,
way
I
far
thought-
away.
Yeah.
So he walks up and he's like, they're like,
He
oh
just
shit.
stabs him and falls into the
They
moat.
like die. It's so funny, dude.
That little
the
rabbit
first time
in
I
Holy
saw
Grail.
that, the first time I saw it, I was just watching, and I'm like, "What's gonna happen?" And it came out of nowhere. I was just dying because I wasn't expecting
That's so
that.
silly.
That was perfect timing too, because the way that the guys reacted,
Yeah.
and like what the actual subject did when he actually took those guys down, it just looked off. So it was even funnier.
He only
You're
flesh
like,
wound.
What? It's so good, dude. So good. She's like, he didn't kill those guys. Like those guys are dead.
I'm surprised you guys didn't say Spaceballs.
Oh, bruh.
I've never seen Spaceballs.
What?
I know,
Oh my.
bro.
Yeah,
I
dude.
know.
Spaceballs is-
great.
It's funny. I have it on VHS, or it's back at that like my parents' house somewhere, but I've never seen it.
Dude, it
that's-
is easily one of the best parody films of all time.
Do you know?
So I've
Of
heard.
all time.
Okay.
Yo, Kanye would jump on this stage right now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this amazing studio.
This stage,
This
right?
amazing studio that is totally not a garage.
So Carissa is a Mel Brooks fanatic. She loves him,
Excellent.
but
Chris is pretty cool.
other than that is the one movie that is a travesty to her because of how big of a,
take that back.
a Star Wars.
I take
Star
my
Wars
statement
fan she
back.
is.
I
That's the
redact
one
my
movie.
statement.
She's like, I hate that movie. I'm like, what? So the first time we ever
Lone
met,
Star,
no. Oh, yeah, Lone Star isn't great, but
yogurt,
no, just
the Schwartz.
yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's gold.
I think it's just because of like her pure dedication to Star Wars. She can't
Okay.
do it. She can't do it. She's like, I can't.
What
It's like,
was
it's-
that?
it's
That's their salute. They go.
Okay.
It is a very ridiculous film.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous. You know what comedy I really love? What? 8 Crazy Nights.
I despise that movie.
I'm sorry, dude.
Wow.
I know. It's so bad that I love that movie, but it is.
I've never seen it.
It is. It's animated and it's It's pretty offensive.
It is.
It's
so
pretty offensive,
Offensive
dude.
to who?
So ridiculous.
There's so many people.
Everybody.
So many people. It's like Adam Sandler in the back end where he started to just get real offensive.
It's
like,
not offensive like you're attacking. It's offensive like you're
insensitive.
You're being ridiculous.
Yeah, you're just being insensitive.
That's what
yeah,
it is. That's what it
he's
is.
just very insensitive. Like 8 Crazy Nights is about like Hanukkah. Like
Oh no. Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
yeah, just leave the Jews alone, right? Like Adam is Jewish, right? But because he's Jewish, it comes with that whole like, well, I'm Jewish, so I can kind of make fun of being Jewish.
But
so
he doesn't
that's
just make fun of it. Like,
he just doesn't do that. He makes fun of a lot of things that are just
Just insensitive to
just
multiple
very
cultures.
insensitive. But I love that movie.
What other comedies do you like? You said Monty Python. What else did you like?
Oh,
Is that your favorite? Well, Monty Python.
Well,
and-
some of my favorites, like it's comedy in general. There's some really good stuff everywhere that I like, and I can't pin down a favorite.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna mention was like old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Chuck Jones, Looney Tunes, that kind of stuff, because that's what I grew up on.
Venture Bros.
Like, dude, you like Venture Bros? What?
I love.
I didn't know this about you.
Wow,
Yeah,
this
dude.
changed.
What?
Yeah, dude, I love the Venture Bros. They're great.
Whoa, when did this happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we never
This
talked
year?
about this.
This year? Yeah.
Okay, so it's recent. Okay.
It's recent.
I'm surprised you haven't said Rick and Morty yet either.
Yeah,
Said
talking about
favorite-
movies.
We're talking about movies.
Oh, okay.
But like Venture Bros, if we're talking about cartoons,
Nah, man, we're talking about movies.
I'm just saying Venture Bros is fucking awesome. If you guys haven't seen Venture Bros, watch that.
Check.
I mean, there are
check
Looney Tunes
check it out.
cartoons. So I love those. Chuck
okay,
Jones does,
there are Looney Tunes. Oh, you mean
Shit.
cartoon movies?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Chuck Jones does a lot of stuff. Dude, I wasn't sure if this was like a full length feature or just like an animated short on Cartoon Network at the time, but Duck Dodgers. Is that
I
that
remember.
was a show? But
That
then
was a show.
Did they also have a movie?
I don't think so.
They don't have a
But the
movie.
show was pretty good.
Oh,
Green
dude.
Lantern made an appearance.
The theme song for Duck Dodgers is
Yeah,
fucking
Warner Bros.
amazing.
Yeah,
they always
there was-
crossed. Didn't matter if it was a cartoon.
I didn't know. I have never heard the show. I didn't know
So
it was
Duck
all that.
Dodgers
Dodgers,
is
yeah.
basically Daffy Duck as like a space cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at some point,
I love this.
he actually obtains the Green Lantern ring. There's an episode.
amazing.
There's an
Yeah.
episode where
Gets
he
nice and
obtains the
weird.
Green Lantern ring. At the very end of the episode, Hal Jordan's like, "Hey, have you seen my ring?" And Duck
dope.
Dodgers is like, "Yeah, here it
Yeah.
is." And then Hal Jordan takes his ring back and like dips out. But like the whole episode, Duck Dodgers is Green Lantern. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's dope,
like,
man.
this is
I
dope.
love Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers was interesting.
Duck
liked it.
Dodgers in the
I liked it.
24th and 1/2 century.
Yep.
Duck Dodgers. I like DuckTales. DuckTales was great.
Yeah. If you didn't know, Duck Dodgers was based off of basically a cartoon parody of what Buck Rogers, which was a 60s
Oh,
show.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That is a connection that I'm drawing just at this
timeline
moment.
could have been way off, but it's definitely based off of
Right.
Buck Rogers. Da Bears.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, beers. What are we talking about?
Okay.
So what other?
Present. We
So
suck.
you like
I don't
Monty
care.
Python?
If Jeremy hasn't pinpointed his
Yeah,
favorite
what's another,
yet.
like-
We've all picked a favorite, Jeremy. Stop being agnostic and just pick something.
I can't help myself.
What's another comedic film that like really has
Stop being
impacted you or influenced you?
South Park reference.
South Park movie. No.
South Park movie is a great choice, dude. That
I
movie's
did
freaking
really
dope.
like that movie, but I'm not putting that on the list.
Okay.
Crap. Like modern? Should I pick something more modern?
Just-
All right.
Yeah.
So
I
here's
did,
the thing.
Did Monty
Here's the thing.
Python? So yeah, I guess pick a modern.
Okay.
How about this? To figure out your favorite comedy, obviously we know that whenever we come, how many times have we said our favorites something on this show? It's probably changed every time.
Yeah.
So because the thing is we're human and we're ever evolving and adapting, and our opinions change as the time goes on. So for the moment, at the moment, what movie do you think resonated with you the most as a comedy? One that you found the most charm, humor, and spoke to you as a comedy? Because there had to have been one.
That's a good
Right?
question. That's a good
Like
question.
Superbad
sir.
spoke to me on a level that was a little bit more because I felt like I could
Yeah.
relate to the characters.
Oh,
so
holy
like
shit.
What?
You know a movie in recent memory that made me like laugh out loud?
what?
What?
Don John, dude.
Don John.
John.
That movie cracked me the fuck
Really?
up, bro.
Wow.
Unexpected.
Dude, Don John is great.
I really like
man.
Don John. That was a great movie.
It was
Solid.
so funny.
I am such a huge fan of JGL.
Me too.
Like I freaking love that guy.
I've never met anybody
Me
who
in
doesn't
the
like
car.
him.
Dude, me and Noel auditioned for Hit Record.
Yeah.
Like we've auditioned
Oh, yeah.
for that guy.
I shot that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeremy shot that crap, dude. Like I'm trying. I said that crap because we didn't get it.
What happened?
But yeah, what the fuck? Stop that.
What is that?
Stop that. If you are listening, Danny just made a real ugly face, and I think you should
Real
go.
handsome face.
You should go.
You shouldn't watch it. It's
You
really
should
ugly.
no, you should definitely watch it.
No, don't.
Anyways,
Yeah, tell me how cute
guys,
I look.
let's make a promise. We're gonna work with JGL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Promise.
We are going to
Promise?
work with JGL. Pinky it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I guess I'll just.
No, we
I
all
guess
touch,
I'll just watch.
touch tips.
You know they're gonna screen. You know they're gonna screen cap this, and they're
No,
gonna post it on
everyone.
Twitter.
Everyone, pinky promise.
We're gonna work with JGL. Seriously,
So yeah, what's sorry, we keep interrupting you. What is a comedy that has resonated you in recent years?
Well, we
wanna
just
watch
watched
JGL.
Hot Fuzz, and that is hilarious. Any three of those, the Cornetto trilogy that Edgar Wright did,
Yeah.
brilliant.
At World's End was probably my favorite.
Really?
that's the first time
Wow.
I've ever heard anybody say "At World's End."
Dude, I love At World's End, but a lot
Because
of
it
people.
was sci-fi. They switched it at the back end of the film. It turned into a sci-fi film. It was a mashup. So they did
I
like
gotta see that.
a best friend redemption story turned into sci-fi.
That's crazy because
you ever
that's
seen that film?
definitely the least favorite in.
Have you ever seen that film?
Eye,
Have you ever seen it?
I
No.
think.
Go watch it.
I just watched Hot Fuzz. I'm like,
that the
I've been
first one or
catching up on
Shaun
a lot
of
of
the
movies
But
lately.
dude, like
Shaun of the
honestly,
Dead.
like you know how they're like Stanley Kubrick like fans, like there are like Steven Spielberg fans. I am a Edgar Wright fan. Like I love Edgar Wright.
right? He's great.
So like when I watch
what
a
I've been
film,
saying for years.
Yeah, like dude, like no, you're the guy that jumped me. I didn't know who did Scott Pilgrim until you said that's Edgar Wright, and I was like, wait, did he do Shaun of the Dead? You're like, yeah. I was like, oh
Dude,
shit,
Scott
I love him.
Pilgrim is freaking.
Oh, dude, that could be
Excellent.
based in a comedic value too. Like
Totally.
that movie. To this day, me and Chris will watch that every once in a while, and I am busting up
Yeah.
laughing.
I vividly remember seeing that movie in theaters and just cracking up, dude.
World's End.
No, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, okay.
That's actually hilarious.
I just remember it just being excellent is what I remember. Excellent action, excellent visual effects, excellent comedy, excellent acting, excellent comedic
Everything.
timing.
directing, everything was
That
just,
was my favorite movie of that year by far. It wasn't even freaking fair for any other film I saw that year.
Damn.
That movie was so.
it was so good, man.
That movie. No, I can actually say that Scott Pilgrim has changed me as a filmmaker because that's the kind of movie that I feel like I want to make.
Yeah, dude. Well, that completely
love that
changed.
movie.
I remember the first time, like that first fight, and you see all those cool lights like passing by when he like jumps in the air, and I was like, dude, what am
It's
I
like-
watching right now?
It was like an anime.
I was like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on? It's like this looks like a video game. This looks like an early '90s Sega video game. Like this is crazy. And yeah, I remember watching. I was like,
Sega.
dude, that part where like the Culkin brother is like, he's like, what do I do? Fight! I was like, this is freaking dope. I love this so much. Oh my god, so
Freaking-
good. So good. Oh god, I don't want to get into Scott Pilgrim because we will never stop.
Yeah.
We will never stop.
And
But
freaking Chris Evans
Oh,
in that
yeah.
movie, he's hilarious.
called
He's
The
the
Grind,
best evil.
bro.
It's called The Grind, bro.
it's called Grind, bro.
It's actually hilarious.
It's actually hilarious. Hilarious. So good,
like,
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Hot Fuzz.
He's good, right? Sometimes I let him do the wides. Hot
So
Fuzz.
It's fucking.
What does he say? No, he goes. Sometimes I let him do the wise when I get spacey in my what is it in my cabin? And you're like, what? You're like, what? What are you talking
Spacey?
about? Yeah, because he want to pop a smoke in my cabin. Like, what? What are you talking about right now? So good, man.
Wow.
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, let's just go for that.
Nice. So why Hot Fuzz? Like what was?
Well, any of those 3 movies in general, is just really witty, clever humor.
Okay.
And the tricky part about it, because comedy can exist in any form,
Right.
in any medium too. But this is film. This is a movie. And the way it uses the film's visual language to complement the comedy is brilliant.
Nice.
So, in layman's terms, how would you explain that to someone that doesn't know what you're saying like we do?
The use of transitions, the way things are framed, the way action happens in the frame. Like, for example, like anytime there's a phone call, hand just comes in with the phone.
like off screen, like they're
even
they're
you see it in Scott Pilgrim too. When what's his name?
Vulcan, yeah,
dives out the window in the background.
He actually just stepped out.
Dude, that visual language is so hilarious, and you can only do that on film.
Do you know that's only,
and that's why it's unique.
Specifically, I only see that in British films. Have you noticed that? Like British films always.
Just so people know, British filmmaking and American filmmaking are so different.
Very different, man. Like you look at
especially the actors, school of acting, and
just completely different, man. Like that's you like you see, like for instance, like in Scott Pilgrim, because it's Edgar Wright, you see all this visual language. If you would put that up against something like Step Brothers, everything is dialogue based. Nothing is ever being pushed visually.
Yeah,
it's all being pushed by what the actual people are doing and what they're saying to each other, right? Whereas
it's more than just the dialogue.
Exactly. In Edgar Wright's film, he's actually leading you to something. It's almost like a dance where he's leading you
His
into
movies
laughing.
are really every frame a painting because every shot serves a purpose and it's framed up a specific way.
Hot Fuzz has one of the coolest visual transitions I've ever seen in showing someone doing something without ever telling you that he's doing it. When he's actually being like in the beginning of the film, he's being pushed out to a different place.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever said to him. It is all shown. Yeah. And his reactions tell you, oh, wait, he's getting pushed out. Oh, he's getting on a train. Oh, that train took a while.
Visual storytelling.
And it's all, dude, that is one of the, I think there's an example of that on YouTube. I can't remember what video I saw that in.
I think it's in every frame.
Every frame.
Excuse me, and every frame a painting.
Yeah.
Video.
I think that's where I saw it, and I remember watching. I was like, "That was
talks about how
cool,
awesome
dude.
Edgar Wright is." Something I've been saying for years, son.
He is dog. Sorry.
Freaking love that guy.
But he also, like, it seems like the way that he shoots his movies and the way that things look shot, he shoots to edit. Like he already knows what he wants. He's just getting it.
That's crazy.
That's insane. It
That's
takes so much
crazy.
foresight.
It takes a brilliant, very forward-thinking director, which is
what you've been saying
preferable.
for years.
Preferable.
I've just been, dude. Ever since I saw Scott Pilgrim, I've been like all up on the Edgar Wright bandwagon. Like, I still haven't seen The World's End, and it took me forever to watch Hot Fuzz just because I don't know. I'm an idiot. But
okay.
But
how did you like that compared to the other Edgar Wright movies?
Dude, it was so dope because it was distinctly different, yet still the same.
Yes.
It felt Edgar Wright, but it felt so different. And I was like, the whole time I was watching, I was like, this is freaking amazing. I love everything I'm seeing right now.
I love how,
it.
Like, it doesn't
transitions, bro.
It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter like when you're watching it. He has this way of helping you, especially if you work in film, whatever capacity. If you've ever edited material, you're like, holy shit.
You have a different appreciation.
Yeah, you're
for
just
it,
like,
seeing
what?
someone be able to do that.
Because like I remember watching Scott Pilgrim and like those transitions the first time you see Knives Chow, like every single time there's a transition, there's someone walking in front of screen, and as they're passing by, the frame is changing, and you're like, how are you doing that? I don't understand what's happening right now.
Honestly, watching Edgar Wright movies is what I watched scenes from an Edgar Wright movie, and I was like, I felt kind of down on myself for a second because I was like, this is why I'll never be a great filmmaker because this guy is so much more brilliant than I am.
Dude, he's
like
been
this
working.
This is my competition. This guy who is so unbelievably creative and innovative and creates this the same kind of movies I want to make, like these action, fast-paced, like exciting, intensive, visually, aesthetically really interesting looking films, and he's just so freaking good. I love Edgar Wright's movies.
You know,
I love his style, dude. He's very unique.
I
He's a very
listened to the
unique
Nerdist
filmmaker.
podcast where Chris was talking to Edgar, and apparently they know each other very well.
Damn, what?
They were very personal with each other. I was like, this is an interesting look at someone that I look up to.
Yeah.
And he's talking.
Edgar Wright is apparently a homie to a lot of people I know, too.
Yeah, dude, it's super weird.
Like, he's just in the community. He's just a guy.
He's just a super cool guy.
He's just in the community. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Just Edgar Wright. He's just a guy, a normal dude.
Two
I mean,
brothers.
he really is.
Two brothers.
He really
He
is,
just makes
dude.
good movies.
Yeah, he's just a normal guy who just really makes really good movies, really cool movies.
All right, man.
Okay.
So he's talking about when he started working, guys. This guy's been working for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize. I was like, whoa.
Did you ever see Spaced?
No, I never saw that. Like he had.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I have. He talked about it. He's like, he's had like 3 or 4 indie films, like that were actually funded before he ever got into like anything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I did not know that. I was like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Makes sense.
That's cool.
Yeah, I always had this idea of doing this like finger gun fight,
Yeah.
and then I was working at Best Buy at the time with Jeremy, of course. I think Jeremy, this is when after you had left to become
Valet.
yeah, this is what after you left and became a valet for a while. I was still working there, and I remember I was talking to one of our managers, and I was like, dude, yeah, I want to do this fight scene. It's like a bunch of guys with like finger guns, and they're literally using their fingers as guns, and like just making the whole thing of it. He was like, have you seen Spaced? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, you should check out this show called Spaced. It's really good. They do that same thing. I was like, what? Shit. I lost. Okay. And then I watched that scene from Spaced. I've seen like a couple episodes of Spaced. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
I've wanted to do something like that ever since.
Dang.
And we never have.
I've been
Let's do that.
cuckolded. I've been cuckold. No one's ever used that word anymore. Cuckold. Cuckold. I've been cuckold.
Cuckold.
I've been cuckolded.
That's such a good movie.
What is that from?
Crazy
Lion
stupid.
King.
Shut up.
That seems wrong.
Actually, that's top 5 for me. Actually, top five.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
movie's a
yeah.
great
Steve
movie.
Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone.
Kevin Bacon.
Dude, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Kevin Bacon's
Oh,
great.
yeah. Forgot about that.
in that movie.
Dude, Steve Carell walks out of the dressing room.
So funny. Dude, his part where he keeps opening up his wallet. He's just like, do you have any wallets here? It's so good,
Where are your
man.
wallets?
So good.
Hey, you want to take some questions from Patreon
questies.
and other assorted social medias?
Let's do it.
You want to grab one from Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find one.
Do it, dog. I double dog dare you.
Each of those 3 movies in the Cornetto trilogy is like you said, they're the same. They feel the same, but they're different.
What
It's
was
just
that?
different flavors of
What
the
was
same
that
ice
movie
cream.
with the alien?
E.T.
No.
All?
E.T.
Edgar Wright movie, but yeah.
It is. It's not an Edgar Wright movie, is
No.
it? Okay.
But Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are in it.
Yeah.
That's a Judd Apatow film, or
I don't even think
Seth
it's a Judd
Rogen?
Apatow movie. I think it's.
I feel like Seth
so
Rogen.
they just happen to be
Seth
in
Rogen
it?
is Paul.
Pretty sure it's a James Cameron movie.
I think. What? That's wrong. That's not true. Mm-mm.
You guys literally don't know what you're talking about, so stop. I'm just kidding.
I know enough.
It was directed by J.J. Abrams. It was not. It was directed by the same guy.
Stop making shit up, man.
I don't know what's happening.
It was directed by the same guy that did Superbad. He directed Superbad. He didn't. So Judd Apatow did Superbad, but he didn't direct Superbad.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Wait, so he wrote
he
Superbad?
produced.
Produced and wrote.
Yeah, produced and wrote.
I mean,
yeah,
he
Seth
could've
Rogen.
just-
Yeah. Seth Rogen and Evan wrote Superbad. And then Greg Matola. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He directed. Also directed. Paul.
This is a fun question. David Hauer asks, what is the most difficult thing about being on set filming? I think it depends on what department you're in. Jeremy, what
Also
about
depends on the
what's the most
project.
difficult?
I feel like
What's the most?
overall the most difficult thing, and this I think could blanket every single department, is time management.
Oh yeah, well, that's the biggest thing.
I feel like
That's the biggest thing, but that's also the director's job and the AD's job to make sure everything happens that way.
If you're an AD, you better make sure that you're
If you're an AD, dude,
constantly on top of things. Like, you have to be.
AD is short for time.
Yeah.
AD, if you're ever a career assistant director, just make sure to
Take care of
budget out.
yourself.
Yeah, budget out time for massages and make sure to see
Yoga.
your family, call your mom. You know, don't meditate. Yeah, you don't turn to alcohol or other vices. You know, like if you're a career AD, find a way to relax, dude.
Love yourself.
Love
Yeah.
yourself. Love others.
Career
Because that is
ADs
a stressful.
He is
ass
not
job.
being facetious.
Career
right now.
ADs on average have like a 20-year shorter lifespan.
Dude, I've had an AD on most of our sets. It's so fucking stressful.
Yeah, it is. I've been AD 2 or 3 times, and
It's a task to undertake.
Yeah,
It
Melissa
is.
was AD on one of the projects we just worked on, and she was pretty stressed about that.
I feel like we
thought-
did good though.
Yeah, dude, we've been on fire lately.
Yeah.
We did really good. Like, she was. There were very few times where she was like, "All right, guys, let's go."
Like, yeah, let's hurry it up.
That was dope.
On
But I haven't seen ADing until I saw ADing on the movies that I worked on.
oh, I bet.
Jeremy Phoenix is the AD for Frank and Lola. He also just did Godzilla, the movie before that. And I think he did several like Marvel movies right after, like a couple of.
Of course he
Did he
did.
work on Kong?
I think he might have worked on Kong.
Jesus.
But like his like that ADing, holy crap. You were on time.
Did not mess around.
No.
A good AD never messes
Yeah.
around. As the one guy who doesn't mess around.
Yeah, that guy does not mess around.
what is he, a
Respect.
yeller or what?
He's just you don't even know, Tony.
Did he yell or was
No, he didn't yell.
No,
That's
you
the
just-
thing. He like I don't know how. How did you do that?
Wow.
Just you
I
don't
really want
know.
to see this.
You don't know until you experience it and you see it for yourself. You're like, how does that work?
He's the man with the plan.
It's the
I like
hardest
it.
man.
position on a set, really, because
I
it's
like
the
that.
one that you
And he's a nice
basically-
dude. That's great. Like he can be like that on set and then just be a nice dude.
Yeah,
Probably pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
it really is probably the hardest position on set because it's not even creative, really. It's just trying to make sure everybody's on time and stays
Just
in
solving
line.
problems.
Yeah, solving problems. I always remember when we worked on Nightwing the series and we worked with Todd Hailstone.
Oh, Todd was great, dude.
Amazing.
So Todd, we worked with an assistant director named Todd Hailstone, courtesy of Adam Zielinski, our director. Todd worked on he specifically worked on the nightclub scene of Nightwing the series, and he kept everyone on point that day in a way that I've never seen anyone ever do before, and he did it in such an assertive yet respectful manner.
Yep. It was very professional, but but still very assertive and directive. Yeah, he was good, dude. He was great.
Yeah. Mad respect. I still hold so much respect
Oh, yeah.
toward Todd for handling that
I'd
set
love
the
to
way
work
that
with
he
him
did.
again, man.
Yeah, I would love to work
I
with
mean,
him again,
honestly,
too.
dude, I'm gonna up that, man. I thought he did great during the courtroom scene.
Oh man, yeah, that's right. He was
Yeah,
on
that
that.
was
Dude, there were
solid.
80 extras on set for that
He
scene.
killed it. I
Yeah.
walked in and he
the
was
opening
like,
scene for Nightwing the series where Deathstroke attacks the senator. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
episode
That
I
was
was
one.
like, whoa. I was like, this guy.
That was
great.
a lot of
Guys wrangling
extras.
a lot of humans.
That was a lot of people.
yeah. Believe it or not, there were more extras in that scene than there were in the nightclub scene. We found a way to duplicate
Yeah.
the nightclub extras to make it look like there were more, but there were definitely less.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
You know, one of my friends was at that, like a kid we went to high school with.
Oh,
Oh, Jamie. Jamie was
Lannister?
there.
Jamie Lannister.
No, at the Jamie. Dude, I cannot remember. He was friends with Osada.
Yeah.
Asada.
Jamie was there.
Yeah. No,
Jamie Brown?
Yeah, Brian.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Jamie. Yeah, we
Yeah,
were.
dude.
Yeah, we
Jamie,
went to
yeah,
eighth,
Jamie
we were
was,
in 8th grade together.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jamie.
wow, I didn't
I've
know
known
that.
since 8th
I
grade.
played,
Yeah.
I played football with him. Yeah, he was great.
crap.
Makes sense.
Anyway,
Huh, that Jamie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got a question from any?
From the tweets. From Rusty2795 at Rusty2795. Favorite sandwiches?
Favorite sandwich?
Yeah.
I would have
Salami.
Just salami?
I got two.
Okay,
I got
what's
two.
up?
Depends
Let's
on
hear it.
what time of the year. During the summer and the spring, I like a chicken cheese steak from Capriotti's.
Okay.
During the fall and the winter months, I like the Bobby from Capriotti's.
Okay.
Those are my two.
Thank you,
Big fan of Capriotti's, huh?
Danny.
You know that was my first job.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
I never told you guys that. You never, Jeremy. You never knew that Capriotti's was my first job.
No.
Wow.
I did not know that. That's news to everyone here.
No, I knew that. I only found this out recently, though. I remember I remember when I found it, I was like, what? But it didn't last long.
Yeah, I didn't last long. I didn't work there for very long. It was only a couple of days,
Why?
and the reason,
Couple of days.
yeah, it was a couple of days, and then I started working at Hollywood Video, and the reason why was, I was like cutting meat and stuff, and then I guess there was like a bag full of meat. And in the bag, there was a tear in it, and blood spilled all over my jeans. And I was just like, I don't like working in food service. And I started working at Hollywood Video. And then I applied to Hollywood Video, got the job, and I left Capriotti's. But I worked at Capriotti's for a little bit.
Wow.
I didn't like it.
So, what's your favorite sandwich?
Favorite sandwich? Yeah, sorry. Favorite sandwich? I don't know if I have a favorite sandwich. It kind of depends on the mood.
How about at the moment?
At the moment,
A
I mean,
sandwich is a meal.
I like eating the Bobby. That's pretty good.
It's a good sandwich.
And there's a Capriotti's close to where I work, so I eat there every now and then. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't think that through, huh?
I like me a
Punk?
good egg sandwich. Like a breakfast, like some fried egg with some like some veggies.
Do you
and
like
hot
egg
sauce.
salad sandwiches?
Dude, change my mind. Fuck the Bobby. An egg salad sandwich. Whenever you like,
food.
even like
Fast
those
food.
sandwiches that you go to the gas stations, and it's like the egg salad and like just the white bread or the wheat bread.
Yeah.
That's my favorite sandwich.
Okay.
That stuff is delicious.
Starbucks has
salad
an egg
sandwich?
salad sandwiches that is.
So does
Yeah,
Coffee
it's
Bean.
dope.
Do they?
Coffee Bean does as
Yeah.
well.
Don't go to Coffee Bean. It's like $7.
I know, but when you get a discount, it's pretty tight.
Things have changed.
Jeremy?
Oh, anything salami. Because when I was a kid, whenever we go on trips, picnics, family vacations, my mom or my aunt would make these salami sandwiches, and they always made it with the white Wonder Bread, couple layers of salami, and then on the other side is just some thin mayo. Put it together.
You know what my mom makes that I think you would really like
Mhm.
is it's salami rolled up, and then inside of the salami is like a little like circle of cream cheese.
Yeah.
And then
Yo,
pepperoncinis.
yo,
That
Or like a
sounds
Pepperoncinis?
yo.
That
love
sounds so
pepperoncinis.
good.
Fuck me up, dog.
Dude,
That
hey,
sounds so good.
guys, you know what they say? A sandwich is a sandwich, but a danwich is a meal.
Waiting for it.
No one says that.
I beg to differ. I think it's actually a pretty common
I think you
saying.
need to beg to differ that, dude.
It's a pretty common saying. Right,
Yeah,
Tony?
No, nope.
Like another day, another daughter?
no.
Another day, another daughter.
No.
But yeah, so
Whatever you say, Tony.
so that's why salami, specifically those salami sandwiches are my favorite. But then any sandwich place that has any kind of Italian or salami type sandwich, I will always get that.
No,
Nice.
dude.
Like
ew.
Earl of Sandwich, oh my God.
Always get the
Their
Italian?
full Montague or their full Italian is so bomb.
They have a Montague there?
Yeah, they do. And it's
Have a
dope.
Capulet.
No, they don't.
Nah.
No.
That's a Romeo and Juliet reference.
It's
for
a
those of you.
Shakespeare reference, you friggin' nerds.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bro, James Heffel asks, are you guys going to go to McDonald's and get some Szechuan sauce on Saturday? James, yes. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Sure,
The
why
answer
not?
is that Danny and Jeremy will, and maybe Tony. I certainly will not.
I swear to God, if you guys don't go out to McDonald's and get that motherfucking Szechuan sauce.
Wow!
Papa Molly.
Love
So if you guys aren't
English.
familiar with that reference, in the season premiere of Rick and Morty of season 3, they basically started it was almost basically a fan petition for the Szechuan sauce to come back to McDonald's. And if you're not familiar with the Szechuan sauce, it was a promotion brought to McDonald's for the hit film Mulan back in 1998 or something like that. Whenever it was, maybe 99. Either way, the show, basically, Rick and Morty is the reason why it's coming back. So there's going to be a lot of Rick and Morty fans coming back.
What's a what is that?
Dude,
That's nothing. It's literally a made-up name
it's
for
just,
this promotion.
Yeah, it was just a cool sauce. No, Szechuan is a real type of...
I guess it is now.
No, it's just real. They have a...
Stop yelling at me.
Okay. But it's basically like it's a sauce they have at McDonald's.
What kind of sauce is it? You just keep saying sauce. Is it cane
Bro.
sauce? Is it?
I don't remember ever trying it. I don't think I've ever tried it. But they made a big deal out of it on Rick and Morty, so I want to try it.
So good. What did they?
Yeah, we'll find
Saturday?
out. I imagine it's like a
Dude,
type of
That's
sweet
like
and sour.
6 days away.
Yeah, all it needs to be is decent. If it's good enough, then I'll go back to McDonald's and eat more unhealthy McDonald's food.
Actually, since the diet has gone, I actually did get McDonald's.
Did you get
twice.
off? Dude, you got to get back on the diet. You're
know.
literally going to be in another role in like a month.
No.
We're putting Tony in a lot of stuff lately.
Dope.
Work out them biceps, bro.
You have
Them
another
buys
question?
and tries.
Got that nose.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up like a freaking mummy in the words of Noel. Thank you guys for watching another exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. I'm Danny Shepard. You can follow me at Danny LeChef. He's at Noel LeChef. He's at Jeremy Lee with 3 Y's and at Walk On Tony. If we're a little ridiculous this episode, well, you know what?
It's midnight.
It's midnight.
It's midnight, and
It's after midnight.
It's actually midnight 03. Don't ever do that.
Okay.
Guys, so
The witching hour.
2 things before we just like absolutely close out the episode. I just wanted to say thank you guys all for watching. Big news coming for HawkTalk soon. We're thinking about we might be ending the show in favor of starting a brand new podcast. So we'll see what happens in the coming days. Don't worry. If we do end this show and start a new show, it will still be the 4 Ridiculous Men. It will be even better, even more stepped up, but we're still working out the details right now. We just want to let us know what you guys think about that. And yeah, we'd love to hear your opinion as we move forward on that.
Shot in IMAX.
That's not true. That's false expectations. And yeah, it's been a year since my surgery. A full year, if you can believe it or not. It's been a full year. I survived.
A year
I'm
ago,
okay.
we were in. Wait, when did we go to New York?
End of October. No, it was the first week of October.
Yeah, you guys were in New York, and we're not going to be able to go this year. So
YOLO Burgers.
thanks for rubbing that in.
You're welcome.
Never been to New York.
You'll get there, man.
I'll get there. I'll
Get that
I'll find
salt.
my way to New York one of these days. I don't want to just go to New York, guys. I want to go to New York with you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Okay? Like, to be very clear, I don't want to just go to New York. Fuck you. Don't care about New York. I want to go with my friends.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Like, New York is dope when I'm with my friends and
Hell
my
yeah.
girlfriend. It's
Hell
like,
yeah.
that's what I want to experience. I want to
yeah.
experience
I want to
with
see the
people.
Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and Cliff doesn't even live there anymore. It's like, dude, I miss Cliff.
Where's Cliff live?
Yeah,
K
K-Sean's
Boy,
there.
K-Shweezy
K
does.
Shweezy. We can see K
Yo.
Shweezy. I love K
K
Shweezy.
Short.
K Sean. Hashtag
right.
hashtag K Sean. Everybody.
Hashtag K-Sean.
All right. On that
Hashtag
note, we'll see you
K-Sean.
guys later. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
Love.
Bye. I need
Also specifically because I didn't drink a lot of water, so I'm like, I just need to drink.
Now
more
you just
water.
drink a lot of water.
Yeah, exactly. Water
Yeah,
and
dude.
coffee.
I mean,
My father was a drunk.
Man, I thought we were gonna get an actual
Me too, dude.
deep moment.
Me too. I was like, oh, shit.
I was like, everybody shut the
I can't
fuck up
believe it.
right
You
now.
fucking, dude, did you see how quick I shut down?
Every
I was
one
like,
of us was like, Jeremy's about to talk about his dad. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Anybody says something, yo, shut the fuck up. Jeremy's talking about his dad.
Damn.
Please go on.
My dad?